Okay, so we've got this stack of articles and notes you sent over. AI, huh? Seems like you're really kind of wrestling with this whole thing, this whole AI thing, right? I mean, is it a tool for creativity or what is it, Pandora's box?
Yeah, and what's so fascinating now is that, I mean, it's not just theoretical anymore. We're past that. This is real. AI is making waves, and I'm talking creative fields. And it's bringing up all these questions about jobs, about ethics, even the environment. It's a lot.
Totally. I mean, you highlighted this one article about AI in music,
Mm,
like AI that can generate music, whole film scores even. It's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it.
it
So
is.
imagine like independent filmmakers or artists
Yeah,
who, they can't just like hire a whole orchestra. Then
right.
there's this other side.
Exactly, right. And in the article, it brought up how some composers are actually like worried, concerned
Mm.
about being replaced by AI, which I get. If a machine can just pump out a decent film score and do it super fast and cheap, I mean, what happens to the human composers, to their livelihoods?
Yeah, it's almost like we're right back in the Industrial Revolution or something. But this time, it's not machines taking over physical labor. It's creative work.
And it's not even just about jobs, right? It's bigger than that. I mean, think
Yeah.
about this. You had that article, the one on AI-generated art, and it talked about copyright law, which is so interesting to me. Because if AI makes art, who owns it? The programmer, the
Wow.
person who wrote the code, or the user, the one who put in the prompts, told it what to do, the legal system. It can't keep up with this stuff. It's trying, but it's really new territory.
Yeah, it's like we're trying to like fit, a square peg in a round hole, right?
Totally.
Our old laws, our ethics, they weren't built for this.
And the hole's not getting any bigger, right? This is it. This is the world we're working with. And it's something we see, this tension. I mean, it comes up a lot in the AI governance debate. Remember that piece you marked up?
Yeah.
About needing a more agile approach to regulation, something international.
Yeah.
Because it has to adapt as fast as the tech does. That was the whole point.
Which makes sense because even the experts, I mean, from what I read at least, they don't really seem to know what's next. Like what AI will be able to do next year even, let alone in 10 years.
Yeah, you're trying to like nail Jello to a wall. It's impossible.
Hmm.
How do you pin down rules for something that just keeps changing so fast? Some people, they think too much regulation and you kill innovation, right? It'll stifle everything. But then others say, no, we need safeguards. Or who knows what'll happen? Unintended consequences.
It's tough for sure. And then like we were saying before, there's that whole philosophical question too, right? Can AI actually be creative? Or is it more like just mimicking? Like all it knows is the data we've given it. One of the articles, it talked about AI as a collaborator, like a tool for artists.
Right.
Helps them get unstuck, try new things.
See, and that's what I think is so interesting, right? This whole collaboration thing, because it might actually change how we define creativity. I mean, think about it. An artist uses AI, feeds it a bunch of prompts, and then what? They curate the output, they tweak, they build on it. Is that really any different from a painter, sketching in their studio? It's still them in the driver's seat.
It's like the difference between a chef
Right.
baking a cake from scratch
Yeah.
versus using a mix, cake mix. But then they add their own frosting,
Yeah.
decorations. It's still good. It's still
Well,
impressive, right?
exactly. But it makes you think, what does authorship even mean? What is originality these days? And we're not talking about some far-off problem either. You remember that report you flagged about advertising? They're already using AI, generating slogans, jingles, whole campaigns even.
Well, makes you wonder, are we all going to be out of a job soon?
No.
I mean, is AI going to be calling the shots? Creatively, I mean? Are we just steering the ship at that point?
Yeah, it really makes you think, where does the human element end and the algorithm take over? It really does. It's a big question. And it makes you think even more about the future. Like, what's next? Are we going to see, like, this burst of AI creativity, something totally new? Or are we just headed towards a future where it's algorithms all the way down, right?
Right.
Just churning out content and we just eat it up.
It's like, I mean, think about it. Algorithms are already choosing what we see on social media, what ads we get, what to buy next. Is art really that different? I don't know.
Yeah, it's the big question, isn't it? And like we've been saying, there's no easy answer. Not yet, anyway. But there was this one thing, it really stuck with me from all that stuff you shared. It was a study, and they found that people, they could still tell the difference between art made by a human and AI art.
Really?
Yeah. Even when the AI art was like technically amazing,
Okay.
there was something about the human one. It just resonated more.
So maybe there's hope for us after all, huh? For the artists and all that. Those little human things, the imperfections, the rawness. Maybe AI can't do that. Anyway.
Right. And that's the thing. AI, it's still so new. It's like a baby, right? Who knows what it'll be able to do later on in 5 years, 10 years, 50 years? But that's why this conversation, what we're doing right now, it's so important. The choices we're making, the questions we ask, the ethics, it all matters because it's shaping the future of AI, how it fits into our
It's like
lives.
we can't just sit back and watch it happen, can we? We're part of this. We
Yeah.
have to help shape it with our values, how we see the future.
Exactly. We can't just let it happen to us. This isn't just, some Silicon Valley thing, some tech thing. It's bigger than that. It's about what it means to be human, in a world that's more and more full of machines.
That's a great point to end on, I think.
Yeah.
So that was our whirlwind tour of AI, right? Exciting, a little scary, and definitely pretty weird too. Hopefully this deep dive, it gave you more questions than answers, really. But that's good. It's about asking the right questions and being, like, kind of amazed by it all.
It's a journey, that's for sure. And we're all on it together. So, yeah, keep exploring, keep asking those questions, and talk about it with everyone.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Until next time.